Good afternoon, ladybugs and yellow jackets. Welcome back to this Sunday's episode of Handmade Hope Shopping here on Faire Productions. I am your host, Fairy Princess Lolly. And before we get started today with all of the awesome things in our show, we must get our obligatory things out of the way. So first of all, please, if you will, wherever you are watching from, hit the like and subscribe button. As if you're on YouTube, you can ring the little bell. That will give you notifications of all of our future shows so that you don't miss anything. And of course, if you want to support us, then you can always join our Patreon and get the cool benefits that come along with that. So, of which there are many and sundry. Maybe not quite so sundry, but many. Also, today's show is sponsored by Gail Z. Martin, and Gail is an author. She's been on Author Reads on Friday, and we're giving her an extra shout out because she also donated one of her books as a prize for the Cyber Samhain gift baskets for our costume contest winners. So thank you so much, Gail, for doing that and participating in that, making Halloween fun for everybody. Gail writes actually epic fantasy, urban fantasy, steampunk, and more. As Morgan Bryce, which is a pen name of hers, she writes urban fantasy and paranormal romance. She has a dozen active series and a frequent book releases. She does her best to supply her readers with a fun excitement, adventure, and escapism. So please go and check out her information is in the low bar, as well as, of course, going across the ticker there. And so one more time, you can get her books either by ebook or physical book. So you have an option there if you feel concerned about the COVIDs, which is, very real thing. Hi, I see you out there, Dorian. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I guess with that said, hey, Joshua, I see you out there too. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And with that said, though, our first vendor, I'm not sure where they went today, but they are not here. So we are skipping to vendor number 2, who is Desiree, that you see on the screen with me. Hi, Desiree.
Hello. Good to be here.
Yes, welcome to the show. If you will, please tell us who you are and what you do, what your business is. Give a shout out to any of your people or conventions or events, whatever it may be. Give a shout out to your people.
All right. My name is Desiree Anderson. I am an artist at DM Anderson Artist. I have an Etsy shop, and I'm a mixed media artist. I work in a little bit of everything, fine art, prints, but primarily what I've been doing has been fine art dolls. So what I make.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, hold on. I'm going to give you a big screen so you can show this to here we go. And I'm going to take this down.
Mixed media guys. They're all hand sculpted out of polymer clay and found objects. They're completely posable. They have a wire armature.
Oh, wow.
So you can kind of pose them. This guy's been hanging off of my bookshelf in my studio for a while. And I just like making these little magical characters, and I make all sorts of things. So that was a little troll guy. I have more of a
beautiful.
And she's got little flower petal details.
And you sculpted these whole things.
Yep. I start with a wire armature, and actually I can show you. I've got one in progress. I'm working on a selfie right now. So I have an aluminum frame, and on top of that, I usually build up with wool, and then I'll cover it with chamois leather or fabric, whatever's really appropriate for the doll.
What is chamois leather?
Chamois leather, it's like you dry your car with after washing your car. If you're the sort of person car that's worth washing, I don't.
Yeah,
I know people use chamois leather for.
We use them on swim team.
Really fine, soft leather, and I like using it just because it's durable, it's stretchy, and it gives a much more natural look to kind of the skins of these creatures. So since she's going to have a seal tail, being a selkie, then I'll The sculpture that you can see here kind of in progress is polymer clay. So I'll bake it in the oven and it'll get hard. And it's fairly durable too. I try to make everything so that these are things which, while not, they won't stand up to being like a child's toy, but they are something that you don't have to be afraid of and put up on a shelf. They're meant to be a part of your life, something kind of bring you joy. So I go through and I'll do all the sculpture and then I'll paint it.
Where did you learn how to do this? Look at her little face. It's so cute and quite shapely, actually. I mean, it's very defined, like her little nose and her mouth and her cheeks and the corners of that. I mean, these are all the things that make special dolls and sculptures. They're thing,
you know. If you want the detail, I finished this one about an hour ago.
What?
Unicorn. And I'm very proud of his face, or her face.
Holy smokes.
So.
That is it's adorable. And its face is very cool. It's like super horsey like, and look, all that armature too. How do you do the armature in those, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, not at all. Just I tend to use aluminum wire because it's easy to bend and it's lightweight, and I can get a lot of details like that. And I'll build up a frame. Here I've got some dragon wings that are a little hard to see because they're kind of fine.
Yeah.
I'll build up a basic frame. If it's something that has areas that aren't supposed to bend, like the bone, I basically put in bones in things that I don't want people to be able to bend to try and give some realism, because otherwise you've got noodle arms on something and it just looks silly.
It's a Gumby.
So I try to make it so that they only bend at joints and places they're supposed to. And I do that with, honestly, pieces of bamboo skewer work really well, and I'll sort of wire them on there. And then build up with a soft body on top of that.
And this is, did you go to school for this? Or I feel like I just asked you this question, but I feel also like I did not hear an answer, or maybe I asked you.
No, I didn't go to school for this. I'm an art school dropout. I have a degree in archaeology, actually, which is not relevant to this at all. And it's just something that I've done in my spare time. When I was in school, I used to make these little characters. And I was bored one evening about 5 years ago, and I found like this brick of really old super Sculpey with my arts and crafts supplies, because I'm overrun with art supplies. I think every artist is. People give them to you.
Yes, they do. And wow, it can build up.
Yeah, you don't want to see what's off camera. There's too much. It's too much. But I was just bored one evening, so I'm like, what the heck? I'll make this little creature, and I posted him up on Facebook, and people are like, oh my God, you could sell those. And I was like, what? Who's gonna buy this weird little? He was like a goblin. Who's gonna buy this creepy goblin doll? Like, I think it's spooky. And sure enough, I looked up online, and fantasy art dolls are a thing. There's a lot of very famous doll artists, and I didn't even think about this, but Wendy Froud, who's one of my biggest inspirations, is a famous doll artist.
Yes.
So I had several of my pieces I had one of my pieces last fall in a show at the Fernie Bray in Portland, next to a piece of Wendy's. So I was, life complete there. I had my artwork.
So you're here now. Have you vended at Fairy Worlds then?
I haven't. No, I've never managed to make it out there. And with these, I've only done online sales. I've not done anything in person. I'm an artist as my day job, doing pottery, actually. So most of my time is spent doing that.
Oh, nice. You're got a wide range of skills and talents. So
I do. Yeah, I make mugs.
You made that? All right, what else have we here? I see you have something. I'm going to give you the screen again.
Okay, give me the screen, because this is a work in progress. He looks a little messy, so forgive him.
Oh my gosh, look at that face.
Yeah, again, with the detailed sculpture. The body, which is very bright purple right now, will eventually blend in with the face. Scales will be painted on.
Ooh, what did you use to make his little claws?
Sculpey again. Same thing, polymer clay.
Whoa.
And he's very cool. His toes are fully posable as well. You can grip his little toes onto things. So he was actually I had him gripping onto my tripod earlier just because it was fun. But
that is very cool. I have at least 5 sculpted dragons around this place.
yeah, I love how he's turning out. I'm really looking forward to getting him finished. I was trying to get him finished for the show, but I always think that things take less time than they actually do, and the unicorn ended up taking all weekend.
That's because you get into it. You love your work, right? It just kind of time melts away.
Lose track of time working on it, and I mean, people ask me how many hours one of these takes. I don't even know. I don't count really. Just too long.
Yeah, right.
Too long. It's good work.
They take a minute. So, well, I have it here. If you want to, I can pull up really quick your Etsy store. We could share it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, give me just 1 second, and I will get that up on the screen. So here's your Etsy store, and it looks like you've got this is artwork that you have here.
Yeah, I've done a number of paintings that I just going to put up there as prints. I've had requests for them. So some fantasy art painting. I work in all sorts of media. I do oil painting, I do watercolor, I do acrylic painting. And I've also recently gotten, you can see the hag stones there, the kind of random objects in the middle. Those are stoneware sculpted out of clay, hag stones, which are a sort of fantasy, stones with holes in them. You look through and you can see the world of fairy. And that's something that I've gotten into sculpting lately, is kind of branching into cosplay accessories. I originally made them to go on a troll tail that I made for myself to wear at costumed events. And people liked them, so I made a whole bunch and put them up there for sale.
So do you cosplay? Is that a thing you do?
Well, I'm a fairy at heart, so not proper cosplay, but definitely I own more fairy wings and horns and the troll. I think I've got 8 pairs of fairy wings in this room right now looking around.
I know there's one behind you. I spied it there on the door, right behind your head.
Yeah, I've got 2 pairs there. I've got 1 pair there. There's 2 pairs up on the shelf.
Did you make those as well?
I did, yeah.
Dang, your talent is...
There's too many other wing artists. But
I mean, so let's just get this. So you sculpt, you paint, you do pottery, and none of that has anything to do with what you studied in school.
No. And I have a bachelor's degree in archaeology.
Right. Although that might help with the whole bodily, right? Archaeology and bones and like reconstructing of strange animals and cryptozoology.
I think what it does is it gives me an appreciation for history and for the history of mythology, and that sort of thing inspires me. I spend a lot of time reading like original folk stories of, about fairies and dragons and where this stuff comes from. And I love Arthurian legend and seeing the bits of history that have been dug up. And I find so much inspiration in all of that. So,
when do you think,
it all blends together.
Yeah, it does. When do you think you first knew that fairy, you said you're a fairy at heart. Where do you think you first realized that? How old were you, do you think?
Oh,
sometimes you know things though before we have words for them.
My mother told me all the time when I was growing up that she was a fairy. And so I was a fairy. And she's a magical person. And most of my mixed media artwork, I kind of owe to her for putting that in front of me for so long. But I was very into fairies and fantasy always growing up and up through high school. And at some point I sort of decided wrongly that I was getting too old for that sort of thing and that I had to be a grown-up. And I was miserable. Being a grown-up is miserable. And there's no reason why there should be an age limit on things that you enjoy.
Right.
And so I started to go back into fantasy art. And I remember posting on my Facebook page, am I still a legitimate artist if what I'm doing is fantasy art? And everybody dogpiled me and said, your fantasy art is the best art that you do. Like, bring it back. We remember what you used to do. So I did. I started getting back into that and, starting to embrace that. And you know what? my artwork's been better, and I am much happier for being a very loving artist.
Yeah. I'm with that. I have a huge creature collection, so I super love everything you do. And I'm like, I'm one of those people that buys that thing. So, thank you for being out there and making them. You are, I see here, participating in the magic word this week, which is barrel. And if you guys wonder why it is barrel, you will just have to watch last Wednesday's Fae News, because that's where we always decide on what the weekly magic word will be. But it's barrel, and so this means that if anybody is to purchase anything from you in your Etsy store, leave the word barrel in the checkout comments, and they will receive some manner of surprise gift, unless you want to show us what their little bonus gift will be. It's up to you if you want to leave it as a surprise.
A couple of my hagstones. So anything you buy from hagstone. Again, they're made out of stoneware clay. They're durable. I've had people buy them actually to use as Christmas ornaments.
Cool.
But they also make great jewelry. They're great little fantasy accessories, or random home decor. So,
right.
That's what I've got for surprise for anybody who buys something from my shop.
They kind of make me think of the way that some of them look. They make me think that they're like little goblin planchettes. If you want to contact the goblin market.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming and being on the show today and showing us your amazing sculptures. So everybody, if you're looking for this, for her information, it is also in the low bar, as with all of our vendors. You can find them during the show, after the show. These videos do not go down, so it will be there for you to reference in the future. And Desiree, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Bye-bye. All right. We're off to a good start here today. Those were amazing sculptures, and I feel like I want them all. Sometimes I feel obligated to give creatures that I find out and about a new home. That is definitely a thing. So our next, moving on though to our next vendor, which is Quill Studios. And do I see you down there, Ellen? I do. Let me bring you in. Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. You look so cute today.
Thank you. You look amazing. I love your ears.
Oh, yes. Well, I do too. I feel that I might look awkward if I had none. So, if you will, please introduce yourself to our audience and tell us who you are, where you're from, what you do. Let's hear about you.
Of course. Well, my name's Ellen. I help run Quill Studios with my friend Ashlyn, and it's just part of a passion project we've had. We like to do conventions and just add a little sweetness to the world. We're run out of Conway, Arkansas, and we've been best friends since high school. And just last year, we were able to move in with each other. And so now we can run it together out of our living room, basically.
Well, that's kind of that's how everything works in 2020 now. It does not matter what industry you're in. Everybody is at home. So.
Yeah.
Well, so what have you to show us then today? Let us see what you brought.
All right. Well, so what we like to do is we produce a lot of merch that you can just sort of decorate yourself and your stuff with. That a lot of it is original and a lot of it is inspired by things we like. So, for example, we have a vast line of stickers that we produce. We have some that are inspired by our favorite gemstones.
These are super cute.
Thank you. With flowers. All our stickers are weatherproof, UV proof, waterproof, pretty much everything proof. We also have some
art that you have converted to sticker style then. Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah. And so we also have a lot that are inspired by not as cutesy maybe, but still very fun people from Overwatch, if you don't recognize. Using their ultimates.
I like it. I recently discovered by receiving cool stickers like that in a package, I don't know, that I guess I didn't really realize before how fun stickers are until I discovered there's like a whole community of people that like to go around stickering things. And I guess it's like a thing that people will do, like they'll put them on the backs of stop signs, and then of course all over your laptop on the cover of your laptop. And I was like, hey, I have one of those. I can start putting stickers.
Exactly.
And now I love to have stickers.
Yeah, I cannot officially condone putting them on other people's property, but yeah, our stickers are great. The back of my laptop is covered with them. Unfortunately, I can't show you right now.
Right.
You can put them on your water bottles. We have people put them on their phones. Pretty much anything that you can put them on.
Yes, I mean, I should say I also am not condoning necessarily the stop sign thing. I'm just saying apparently there are like whole communities of people that do this.
Yeah, we get our stickers are probably our most popular product. We also have some brothers who love each other very much.
Aww. Oh my gosh,
right
I love those bears.
Stacked up like ice cream for a cool summer day. Well, to keep you cool on a summer day. On the other hand, we also have, like I said, we do have original designs. So these are some animals that live in our little land. They're made out of things that you might normally eat for dessert.
I love a kitty.
And these are just a sampling. We have so many more stickers on our Etsy and everything, and even more are about to be posted.
That is a cat cake that I'm looking at, right?
Yes, it's a tiramisu cat.
A tiramisu cat. Is that a dog pound cake?
This is a bunny.
A bunny.
Made out of cake. And this is a bunny that's made out of cotton candy.
I think I like the cat best, but I'm a cat person, so that is fair.
Me too. I had to kick our cat out of this room about 3 different times a day while I was setting up.
The cat was just helping.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
And then we also have an entire line of stickers that's meant to bring a little attention and some support to a community that doesn't always have it. We have all sorts of LGBT stickers.
Yay.
Yes, on our site. And again, I mean, I have a lot with me here, and this is still just a sampling.
There you go.
There we go. But yeah, we have so many that are represented, and we're adding more all the time.
Also, now these are just the right size that you can also put on the back of your con badge if you get those big con badges.
Yep, you can get those. And we have people, sometimes they'll put them on the inside of their Eda bags, just the bags that are meant to show off your merch.
Yes.
So yeah, they can go anywhere. Those ones are really convenient size. And so I know that was so many stickers, and that's just a handful, but we do more than that, just that. We also have an entire line of bookmarks because both of us are big nerds who read all the time. And so we have a whole set here of weapons to take with you on your journeys, on your adventures.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you name all of your swords there?
Easily.
Okay, do it.
So it has Rose Quartz's sword from Steven Universe, the Sword of Gryffindor from Harry Potter, Sting from Lord of the Rings, a lightsaber from a very dramatic emo boy, the God Killer from Wonder Woman.
Oh, wow.
The Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts, Mjolnir from the mighty Thor, and the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII.
Nice. I am impressed with your ability to just memorize the things and do the stuff.
And we actually have a few others. Again, like we have a very wide line of merchandise. I was going to show they come in these protective sleeves. This is Riptide from Percy Jackson, for example. And so that they're still printed on solid cardstock paper. They're pretty sturdy on their own, but we send them in these sleeves just for that additional stain-proof protection and everything. It's your choice whether to keep them in that or not.
They have a hole at the top. Do they have a little hole at the top?
They do. They have a little hole.
You can put like ribbons or something on there. It sticks out the top.
Yeah, absolutely. Customize them for your own taste. Everything.
Put stickers on.
Have fun with it. And then we even have some others. Again, there's more than just these that remind you one of the most important messages in life.
Is it She-Ra?
Yes, this is She-Ra, and we have almost all of the Sailor Scouts.
Sailor Moon. I love them.
And so we have all of those. We also have an entire line of charms that can go on your keychains or your backpacks or anything. We have many. And then, ta-da!
What? That's cute.
It's got your little regular Eevee, or if you're very lucky, you could catch the shiny. We have a Pikachu as well.
Pikachu.
And some starters from the new game who are clinging to each other for dear life.
Oh. These are really cute.
Yes. And we also have, because this is probably our favorite show, as you can probably already tell, more Steven Universe examples. So we have some of our favorite fusions.
I like how they have different things on each side of them.
They're all double-sided. Almost all our charms are double-sided. And so we have many options there. Again, they're on our Etsy, and more is being added very soon. And so that is our main line of things right there.
And these are the perfect types of things to do, because we're here midway through November. Is a perfect things for stuffers, for doing the secret Santa gift exchanges. Yes. For just
because all our products are under $20. So yeah, they're great for that kind of secret Santa stuff, or just what you were talking about.
Yep, easy, good, and affordable for people, and it doesn't take much, I think, to just spread a little bit of love and cheer. So
yeah, absolutely. And there is more on our Etsy, like I said. We also have prints on our Etsy that I did not have with me right now that you can order, and those are great to hang on your wall or put in a notebook or anything like that.
And all of your links and information are in the low bar, of course, for everybody. And then you also are participating in the magic word.
Yes.
So if people order from you and they put the word barrel into their checkout comments, then they will get a bonus gift. Do you want to keep it a surprise, or would you like to share with the audience?
I think it's nice to keep it a little surprise.
Okay.
And there's one more very quick thing I'd like to bring up as well. We also have we produce a comic that is available on tapis.io.
Is this your Patreon?
Yeah, you can open our Patreon. We actually have some example pages on there that they can look at. It's called Memento Vivere.
I am gonna pull this up really quick, and please tell me a little bit about what's on your Patreon, because this is one of the best ways to support artists. It really is, and so
yeah. So our Patreon has many ways to support us. Our tiers start as low as $1 and go all the way up to $25. And we post polls to decide which merch we'll work on next. We post behind the scenes, in progress things. We post our comic pages early access on there so that you can see them before they're uploaded onto the Tapis. And we also have merch clubs where we will send stickers and prints. Surprise ones every month. And so, yeah, it's just a really great way to help us out, and you get some really fun prizes. And we also have a Discord server that's exclusively for our patrons.
That is wonderful. Oh, I like your banner. Your banner is cool.
Thank you. That's all the art is done by Ashlyn, like I said, my friend and business partner. She's so talented.
This little snaky guy is cute.
Yes, those are our inspired by certain magic school houses.
Like a Gryffindor strawberry shortcake. And oh my gosh, these are so cool. They're like mashups of desserts and then like the cool house mascots.
Exactly. And those are also going to be on our Etsy very soon.
That is exciting. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on the show here this afternoon and sharing all your awesome artwork and stickers, and also your Patreon. Everybody, the information is in the low bar. Remember, magic word is barrel. So,
thank you so much, and you have a magical, sweet day.
Thank you so much. I think I intend to do that when I'm done here this afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, bumping right along. We are moving on to Red Falcon. Do I see you down there? Tim, I see you guys. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. So it's Sunday. It's kind of a chill and relaxed day here today. It's sort of gray outside, and that just makes you want to bundle on, inside and drink warm things and I don't know, do nothing, veg out. So, well, anyway, so if you will, please introduce yourself to our audience. Tell us who you are and where you're from. Shout out to your people and what you make. Let's see your stuff.
I'm Danielle, and this is Tim. He started Red Falcon
29 years ago.
Well, let's not count too closely.
Okay. We do also have another person who's part of Red Falcon, John. He works with us, but he wasn't able to be on today. There's obviously not even enough screen room for us. We make leather and stainless steel armor. Tim and John mostly do the armor and cutting the stainless steel and everything. We make leather clothing, pouches, all kinds of different things. I have all kinds of things set up in the background here so I could see different things.
Well, I am bring some of that stuff forward and let's take a look at that. I know a troll or a few that are about to be excited to see some of this.
One of the things we sell a lot of are claw hands and gauntlets. This one is a gauntlet, obviously. The claws are interchangeable, so you can get different colors of claws. Tim has these ones glow in the dark.
What? The claws glow in the dark?
Yes,
Yes, the claws actually glow in the dark.
Turn the light off in a second.
That's amazing.
So the hand fits on like that. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there are some times that we leave the shop and turn the lights off and we see a light and we go back because we think we forgot one and it's the claws that are glowing. So the way we have it set up, they're interchange and fit different people's hands. You can adjust them. We do have a large and a small size just depending on how wide your palm is. But because of the way they sit on the top of your knuckles, you can still use your fingers and do whatever you want.
Yes, I actually was.
For instance, I have my drink here that I'm holding.
Oh, that looks so cool.
This is one of our laser engraved or laser etched bracers that we have. It's an armor grade, 2 layers of 8-ounce leather, extremely durable, many years of good use out of them, as well as being really pretty. This is our latest hot item. This is what we call a thief bracer because it looks like a standard bracer, but it actually opens up and has a compartment where you can hide little things like your lock picks and other things.
Oh my gosh, I want that is super cool.
We hear that a lot. But we also do everything like you can see the mugs. We do solid cast aluminum mugs are actually made here in America, and we put all the leather work into them. We also make masks like the plague doctor masks,
steampunk gas masks.
And then my specialty is I make armor, which a good example of the armor. Turn toward me, little one.
Can you angle down just a little? There we go.
Oh, no.
We're falling apart. Making a really good show here, let me tell you. But it's literally what we do. We make virtually anything we can out of metal and leather, and we sell it all over the U.S.
And if somebody wanted like custom colors, do you have the option for them to?
Absolutely, we do. We make everything. We start in basic black, but we can do anything purple, green, red, blue, tan, you name it.
Nice.
One of the custom items that we just made is a set of armor for an individual. He wanted based sort of off of Spartacus. It's got the Roman skirt and then the full arm there that we engraved his design on.
It's beautiful.
So he gave us the design and kind of what he wanted us to make, and then we turned it into that.
And then here we have
Something
little
else
pouch.
we make.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I was just looking at what he's grabbing back there.
I'm not sure what he's grabbing at the moment. One of the things that I personally love, because I am a big steampunk person, even though I don't have time to do much other than make things for it, is our teacup holster. Our teacup holsters, they come in different sizes. This one is a small one, but it holds the teacup here, and it has the saucer in it, but it actually will go on your belt or clip to a purse or anything like that, so you can carry your tea with you.
Perfect for tea dueling.
Exactly. And tea doesn't always have to be in little tea bags with leaves. It can be in bottles that taste really good.
The next item we have to show is our illustrious small pouch with knife. The knife comes with it. It is for sale. They're peach tied in at all times, so there's no worry about violation of any rules at any fairs. Sorry.
Can we see the knife? Will you take it out?
I'll have to get a knife to get it out.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because it is peach tied.
Oh,
Absolutely, you can see the knife.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you meant that one also right there. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
No,
it's okay.
We got it.
The knives are just small knives, but you can put whatever knife that fits in there.
Yep.
That is so handy. I'm like, okay, so we have basically the little the thief's bracer, and then you have like the assassin's pouch with the hidden knife there.
Whenever you're feeling stabby.
Absolutely. We make all different types of pouches. There's that particular pouch with the knife. It also comes basically 2 pouches in one. So you have both of them in there. There's all different options: shoulder straps, belt or belt loops, double pouch or not. They
got a divider in them.
But it has a pocket in there. One of the things the double pouch is for, we had some security guards who wanted to be able to carry their weapons. So that way they can keep their weapon in the back pouch and carry their regular things in the front pouch.
So can I ask a question, seeing as how this is a completely rando question, but okay. I literally stumbled across this topic today while I was, just preparing and doing things, getting ready for the show. And so it's armor related. And somebody was commenting about how in the newest episode of The Mandalorian that it was silly that they had the boob armor for women. And so I was like, as the people that I know that actually do armored fighting, that the women don't do boob armor, not the real serious ones, right? Like that are actually out there taking.
No, they absolutely do.
I mean, like, but with
that way,
because the ones I've seen always kind of still do the rounded chest plate.
Yeah, it's commonly called the Cherberg style, but the form style for both, Cherberg out of never mind. I'll get way off on tangent on that one. But that style is it's a globo style versus the 2-breast form, which is far superior for turning blows. And I can assure you, whoever said it was silly that women had armor on their boobs has never been hit in the boobs. It was a guy.
He has made a chest plate for a jouster that basically was stainless steel, and he rounded out for her chest so that it was comfortable for her. It was a beautiful piece when he did it.
It's such a big debate point, right? About should it be shaped like that, or that's at least that's what I saw. I'm like, what is your professional armoring opinion? Do you think it's better that the armor is shaped to form fit the female body, or is it better that it has that sort of barrel-chested design to it? That is
the reason for this disagreement is the fact that a lot of armorers don't want to do the extra work. It's so much easier to make the one piece slightly dished so it fits mini versus making the one for the person it fits.
Interesting.
A lot more work.
And it's easier to find a piece of armor that's made for technically anyone as a woman, a unisex piece, than it is to find a piece that would form fit better.
Do you think that this applies only to metal or also to the thick leather when people make leather armor?
You see more boob armor in leather than you do in metal, absolutely. A lot more people a lot more leather workers are willing to do form-fitted armor in leather than instead.
Oh my gosh, is that a canteen behind you with that big red that? What?
This is a 64-ounce flask. It's made to hang from your belt, but we do also put rings on the back so you can wear it with shoulder straps as a backpack. It's made from the same pattern, similar to our smaller flasks, but it's 64 ounces. We do also have a gallon size that we're probably going to make into an armor chest piece with a titanium straw.
Yeah, we can also make it where it's a backpack too.
That's cracking me up. I'm like, no, the whole point of a flask is that like it's a little subtle thing that goes in your pocket.
Sometimes.
Hey, what's that? Oh, is that a mask?
No, it's a base for a mask. This is how we do leather work in several pieces to make a cup for either an elbow, a knee. You can even broaden this out into a helmet size. But you were asking about.
Sorry, I'm going to give you the whole screen again. Oh.
You can put two of these together and then it forms dual cups, and you can adjust the size as you need to based on the person. So it is far easier to do cups in leather. Just not used to this.
That is okay. I do it several times a week and I am still not used to it. So I'm very bad with the left and right mirror business that goes on with cameras. So and also in the mirror as well. It's very hard for me to braid my hair if I'm looking at myself, but if I stop looking at myself and then just envision it, then I can do that. Look, I'm already turning the wrong way from you guys. See? So you guys are also participating in the magic word. Your work is just really fantastic. Thank you for being here and sharing it. And our magic word this week is barrel for you guys watching at home. And if you use the magic word in the checkout comments, then you will get some manner of surprise bonus gift. Did you want to leave it as a surprise, or would you like to share?
Yes, it's going to be a surprise.
Okay, cool. Then there it is. And everybody go check out their work. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that if they want something custom, now is the time to start putting those orders in, because it will take you time to make these items.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And once the fairs start opening back up, then we completely run out of time.
Yeah.
Where are you guys out of? Yeah. Where are you guys out of again?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
York, Pennsylvania.
We're near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
And then one more quick question, because I know that you were showing us the stuff and it had the awesome laser engravings on them. If somebody had, is there some kind of a reference for the designs that you have available? And if somebody has their own design available, is there a way that you can use someone else's design to do that laser engraving?
Yes. Like that armor that we just made, we engraved his design on the front. So you can send us a JPEG, or usually I can clean it up even if it's not that good, and then engrave it on the leather.
Sweet. I like that idea. That's cool. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, you guys, and enjoy. Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I hope you had a good weekend too. So bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.
All right. That was some sweet stuff. So with that, we are moving on to our last vendor of the day. I see you down there. I want to say your name correctly. So is it Nicole? Oh, you're on mute. There you go.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, it's Nicole.
Nicole. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
like prickly or pickly.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Got it. So, well, we now know your name. Please tell us what is your business, like where you're from and what you do.
I'm Nicole. I am the owner and creator of Resilient Jewelry. I've always had like a creative side. I'm a lover of all things sparkly. and all things magical. And so when I left my like career about 2 years ago, I went into tarot reading and jewelry making. And it's been really great. I love it.
Yeah, that's a big leap. So good on
It
you
is.
for doing the thing.
Yeah, it was a big leap. I had my daughter 25 weeks, and so she was 1 pound, and she stayed in the hospital for about 6 months. So that's when I really like dug deep and started doing all this stuff.
And now here you are, and wow, 25 weeks. So amazing technology, medical advancement. That is a miracle. That's a little miracle. So well, so let's see some of the stuff. I'm going to give you the whole screen here, and let's see what you got for us today.
So I do wire wrapping and electroforming. So I'm going to start with my electroforming. There's a few of my favorites. Then I want to show you a couple that I'm working on right now.
Can you tell me what the word electroforming means?
Yeah, so it's pretty much building copper around things like crystals. You can do things out of the nature like leaves, butterflies. I have some like actual butterflies that I'm going to start electroforming. And then the copper builds up around it. So yeah, you can see that.
Oh, cool.
So I stick it in a solution. Oh yeah, that is hard. I stick it in a solution, and then it builds copper all around it.
Wow.
Yeah, so those are some that I finished, and then like here's one that I finished. It has kyanite. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And then a couple that I'm working on. It's so fun because you get to build it like with clay.
Oh, pretty.
This one has fluorite and opal, Super 7. And this is one that I just barely pulled out. So that's what the copper looks like before I polish and finish it all up.
So I don't want to ask you to reveal your particular techniques or anything like that, but I don't know very much about this art form that you have, and I'm curious, how does this work? Like, what kind of a tool do you use? You know, like when you solder something, you have a little soldering iron, or you wood burning, you have your wood burning iron. What do they use to do what you do?
It's pretty much, I have my own chemistry lab in my room. So first I take like a clay, and I'll put it around where I want it to go. So this is a little ammonite that I made. This is in process. Yeah, so I put clay around it, I put metal wires, and then I stick it into a tub of copper sulfate. And then that's where the real cool part comes in. I don't know the fancy words for it. I'm not a chemist.
That's okay.
I have
probably most of our audience. So
yeah, and it's actually easy once you get the hang of it. So then I do positive and negative charge, and I put the positive. Yeah, the positive is on like a piece of copper, and then the negative is on this as it's in the solution, and then I leave it for a day, maybe 2 days, and then it grows the copper around it.
What? So you literally apply electricity to this with it connected like a weird little car battery. And that is so strange and cool.
It was definitely intimidating at first, but now I've gotten more used to it.
So your Instagram is going in our ticker there, and I'm just curious, do you ever do like what do they call the time lapse videos, or is there anything like that on your Instagram where people could see how it works? Or
my husband has been like begging me to do that, so I'm sure we're gonna do that here soon.
Here coming in the near future.
Oh yeah, I've been making a lot of rings, so that's probably what I'll do because they don't take as much time. And they're the tiniest, so they'd be the easiest to see. Let's see if this knows. Well, it is hard with the mirror. Let's see. Okay. You see those? So I would just have it in there and then tape it like that.
Yep.
Whoop.
There we go.
So if you follow me, I'll have it there eventually.
Now, with the rings, since those are made in metal, how do people get those in their size? Can you resize them? How does that work?
So what I do is I take custom orders. I have a whole bunch of different ones that I'm posting for just the size for the holiday. So all of these that I have right now, they would just pick out their size.
Right.
But I'm all about custom orders. So if you message me or email me what kind of stone you want and then your size, I just make it up like that. It's the easiest way.
So like you would have a picture of it, and then you would make it for somebody in their size, in the style of what they see in the picture.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, that's exactly it. So I have like a bunch of moonstones that, like, I know people like. Woo,
there we are. Oh, pretty.
Like the rare stones, raw stones, sorry. And then like opals, I do opals too. And then so you'd say, hey, can I get an opal in size 8? And I'd say yes.
I say yes, and here's your thing. So that is so cool. This crown on your head, did you make that as well?
Yep. Oh yeah, I make anything I can. So I don't have any like crowns, the full size ones that I'm selling right now. This one's mine. It has my birthstone, aquamarine, and moonstone, and then a couple more like black opal things that I forgot about. But I do make those in full size, and then I make these half size ones. So let's see if you can see those. So these are both quartz. This one's a pretty one. It goes like back. I don't have these on my Instagram. Mostly I do these on Facebook. But if you take it, it goes back like that and sticks on top.
Oh, can you pull that out of your hair again? I want to see the back side of it.
Oh yeah. So like that. Basically, so there's the teeth, but they go forward instead of down.
That's essentially exactly what these are, except for yours are cooler because they have real crystals in them.
Yeah. Oh, I love the real crystals. That one has the sparkly kind. I've heard it called unicorn poop, but it's carborundum. It is so sparkly. Let's see. Maybe you can see it.
Yeah, it's got the cool rainbowy iridescent on black. It's very unseelie.
And this one I'm going to be electroforming soon. So that's what it looks like before I electroform it.
And then everything
will have copper. And that will all be copper in the back.
Now, when you do that, does that mean that you're able to use whatever that black stuff is and sculpt, like literally sculpt it? So you make shapes or faces or all kinds of stuff, and then electroform it, and it will then become copperized.
Yeah. So I want to start actually sculpting things like snails or flowers or whatever, but I haven't quite jumped into it yet. So that is something on my list.
That sounds super cool. How did you even discover this particular art?
Well, I'm doing wire wrapping that's what I mostly do. And I wanted something different. And so I was going to start doing like soldering and stuff like that. But I went with this direction because, well, it was cheaper for setup and it's a lot more fun. I get to really choose what I want to put into it. And I can use things from nature and have it be real and in my jewelry. So that's essentially why I went for it.
Well, and so we also have you. I just want to verify because I just now tried to put that to look at your website, and I feel like maybe I have a typo that's going there. Can you tell me what your website is? Because I want to get that.
It's on Etsy, so it's Resilient Jewelry Shop on Etsy.
So, IENT
Jewelry
shop.
shop.
Etsy.com.
So
try that. See what happens.
what happened?
Nope, that didn't work.
So it's www.etsy.com/shop and then /resilient jewelry shop.
I feel like, okay, here we go. We're going to try this. No, it's not. I feel like I must be spelling something wrong because it is not coming up for me. RESILIENTJEWELRY.
Yes.
Resilient jewelry. It is not coming up. And so I'm wondering if I've got something wrong in there. Boo, hiss. After the show, I'll have to verify that with you. Yeah, well, I want to at least get it in the low bar. That way other people can also find it. So
right.
Because we are coming up and you are participating in the magic word. So if people put the word barrel into the checkout comments on Etsy, they will get a cool surprise gift from you. Do you want to leave it as a surprise or do you want to share?
I'll give a little teaser. So it's going to have emerald in it. So I have raw emerald.
Ooh, cool.
And emerald has like metaphysical properties of love and luck. So you'll get something and it'll have emeralds in it. All
right. Well, so with that said, that because we are 5:02, so we're pretty much right on time for ending the show today. Today is Sunday, so hey everybody, our magic word is barrel. Remember to please put that in the comments to get your magic, or not magic, but your bonus item from any of our vendors that you saw here today. And also everybody's information is in the low bar. It will remain there for the duration of all of this ever staying on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, all the places. So thank you for joining us this afternoon, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps everybody out, not just our channel, but it also provides more exposure. Ha ha ha. The evil word exposure. But it's good for our people. So thank you for being here. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Our next show will be Wednesday for Fae News. So I hope to see you guys then. And have a good afternoon, evening, wherever you may be, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.